The original light-skinned Shemar Moore is on Ebro in the Morning with Bill Bellamy and Nadine Velasquez.
You got it.
Thank you.
Is it Velasquez?
Thank you,
or
Ebro.
Quez?
Oh, that is.
Well,
I
there
said
it
it
is,
right.
right there. It's right there.
Velasquez is fine. Velasquez Ebro.
We have the beautiful Laura Stiles, and we have Rosenberg here. You guys, Shemar, have now ventured out. You have in paying for your own film production. There's a new movie on the way out where
Bounce Back.
Yeah, Bounce
What
Back.
day's Bounce Back out?
December 9th, Friday, December 9th.
Next Friday. Okay.
That's
But
next
Rosenberg,
Friday.
you just calm down a second because in this movie, he's a relationship guru.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard about that.
And on our show, Rosenberg does a segment called The Relationship Guru.
Okay.
So he's very confident that he's the almighty
really?
relationship
Okay.
guru.
Seriously.
You got it locked. You got it
She's
locked,
turning on you
Rosenberg?
already, bro.
Literally, people come to me up on the street.
And they
Guru,
need help.
Please, can I please,
Oh
Guru,
my
help me?
Lord.
Please
Okay.
help me. And like Shemar Moore, I mean, listen, all due respect, you know, I mean, you've done a few things out here, okay? You've done all right with the ladies. You've
Right.
done all right.
Right.
But my shit's more John Blaze than that.
You like how John
I
Blaze.
haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to judge what kind of guru you really are. Maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll bring him a relationship question.
All right.
During the
I like
segment,
it. I like
and
it.
we'll see how the two.
Well, you know,
gurus
it's just,
react.
Rosenberg, like you often tell me, he's just acting in a film. He's
I
not
was,
really.
I was
It's
about
just
to say, you know, it's a movie, right?
Yeah, it's
You
not a
know-
documentary.
You know,
Are
it's
you serious?
you know it's
Ebro?
pretend. It's
Wait.
pretend.
Normally, I'm the one that confuses the line between reality and acting. You, sir, have lost all your composure.
Guru, I thought, like,
He blacked
Yeah,
out.
and-
He blacked
Yeah, he's
out.
so threatened. He's
by the way,
the
you realize
partner.
I'm playing one too.
Right, exactly. Like,
So, December 9th, the movie drops. You are writing a book in the film. Tell us the whole plot.
Okay, December 9th, this movie's called The Bounce Back, and it's just it's a love story. It's about my character after 10 years of marriage and also having a child. My wife wakes up after 10 years and realizes that she just doesn't love me as much as I love her. It's just the love is not what she wanted to be, hoped it would be. So then I get butthurt over that, and so I basically want to protect myself.
What's it like to try to pretend to go through something you have never gone through in your life?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's what acting's all
that's
about.
a
Why
lie.
are you assuming
That's
that
a
he's
lie.
never been through
Everybody
heartache?
That's a lie, and that's what's good about this movie. Is because here's my pitch. It's a love story. You fall in love, you fall out of love, and then you have the courage and the courage to fall back in love from a male perspective. So we see all these love stories, Notebook or whatever, when a man loves a woman. And so in this movie, I believe you get the perspective of the man as well as the woman, and that's where Nadine comes in. So I write
She's
this.
the new thing.
So I write this
Well,
book.
she the boo thing.
I write this book, and then my partner in crime, my manager, my best friend, he says, okay, let's go on the talk show circuit and start selling a book. So I write this book, and basically it's a philosophy to help me from getting hurt. So my whole vibe is just ignore the past, forget it ever happened, just believe in today. Put what you want in the future, and then Nadine comes along, her character, and she's a
Well,
therapist.
my character is a therapist, and I don't believe in it because I've been hurt for 7 years, or trying to heal for 7 years, and I haven't been able to bounce back. And so he starts getting pretty famous in the circuit, and in the self-help circuit, and I basically make fun of him because I'm a therapist and I'm going through this, and I realize that people can't just bounce back. They have to go through their pain, and they have to feel their wounds, and they have to go through some growing pains before they can actually get into a new relationship.
So it's not quite that you're
Very
calling
different philosophy.
bullshit. You're just disagreeing.
I'm completely disagreeing, and then we are captured on film, right? So there's a reporter who records us arguing at one of his seminars, and then
Robin
it
Lee.
becomes-
Robin Lee.
It goes viral.
and then it goes,
It goes
yes,
viral, and they love that. They
Yes.
are this conflicting, cute kind of like couple, but not
fall
a
in
couple.
love.
Very
They
conflicting.
fall, and I'm trying to block it.
Yeah,
the whole
Bill's
time.
just a hater through
Stay
the movie.
focused.
He wants the money, he wants the prize,
Yeah, I
and he feels
want
like
the book to go number one.
Well, Bill, how much acting is there? Because me knowing you, you probably would have tried to holler at Nadine in real life. You
In
would have been
real-
like, you
real
know what, she's
talk.
fucking up the money, but
Right.
on the side, let me tag and try
Right.
to get to close the deal here.
right.
That's not happening in the film.
No. That's not. This is honestly one of my favorite roles because I get a chance to be like the best friend, like your main man. That's your boy, your day one dude. That's what I
He's
am
so
to him in this
funny.
film, and I get to be really funny while I'm doing it. I get to show the friendship of us because we struggle at first. The book ain't hot at first. It slowly becomes a great thing, and I'm watching my best friend fall in love, and I'm like, yo, money, let's stay focused. Next thing I know, he's like, yo, B, chill out. I'm gonna
But
go.
he ended up with a love thing too, though.
Yeah,
He's a little B plot. Robin Lee's in the movie, and Bill gets a little something toward the end.
Now, Shemar, you've been on soaps,
Yeah.
network television multiple times, obviously film. Have you ever had your heart broken before?
I have.
King of the Lightskins. A woman's actually broke your heart.
I go on social media,
It's
and
all right, man.
you know,
he been
heard
hurt
all
before, man.
about
I go on
it.
social media, and every time I see that somehow I got named King of the Lightskins, so it always light skinned nigga be like when I get punched in the when light skinned nigga gets punched in the arm, they got me posing. In one of my
all
model
day.
shots.
Because you know you got the quintessential
they-
light skin. You got the abs. You
and
got
then
the
they got
squinty
light-skinned-
eyes, the straight
eye.
teeth.
Yeah,
all that.
And then
Perfect teeth.
Wait, and then the
though.
light skinned nigga with the fresh haircut that got me on the ground like this, you know. You know, just one of these, you know what I mean? So you know, and then Drake, you know, who's like, you know,
He's the new king.
I mentored him, but see, at the ESPYs a couple years ago, he hosted the ESPYs, and he came out and he did this cool little song called Side Pieces, and Brian McKnight came out and sang the hook with him. So I'm sitting there. I've never met Drake to this day. I'd love to meet the dude because I love his music. I'm sitting behind Lil Wayne, right, and I got this little shorty with me that I took out just do the red carpet thing. Never met Drake, but I'm sitting right behind Wayne, and in the breaks they going back and forth, chopping it up with each other. So Drake must have seen me sitting there. So now fast forward to his song Side Pieces was funny. You got to look it up. I'm sure
No,
you
I
heard
saw it. It
saw
was
it.
amazing. We
We saw
played
it.
it.
Brian
Nervous.
comes out right, so he's doing this whole side piece thing. All the athletes are in there, and then at the end of the song, he goes, "Shout out to the king of side pieces, Shemar Moore in the building."
Damn.
I'm like, what? So Shorty's looking at me like, and I'm like, I done never met the dude. Like, what are you doing? What part of the game is this? And I was like, come on, man.
That's that light skin hate. That's what that was. And he probably hollered at her after the joint was over. Like, yo, you shouldn't be with him. You should be with me.
right. I
Should be my side piece.
Nadine, you ever been hurt real bad?
Yes.
this
Shemar.
one.
No.
No, wait, hey, whoa, wait.
Oh, sorry, just check.
Cry about it though.
Talk right in your mic. When did this happen? You're divorced, right?
Yes,
So
twice
is
divorced.
Twice divorced.
No, when I
Oh,
was,
you need the guru.
When
You
I
wanna talk,
was
Nadine?
shooting,
Let's have a talk.
when I was shooting the bounce back, I was going through a really, really terrible breakup. So he got to hear all of it
Boyfriend
in
breakup.
between takes. Yeah,
And how bad was it?
it was bad.
But it was perfect timing though. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing because we were shooting this movie, and so basically it was her therapy session. So she was
Yeah,
able
it
to
was.
come in. She just poured all this stuff. She quietly. I mean, real talk. I mean, this is funny man over here. I do a little something in the movie, but she. Oh, I'm sorry. I do a little something in the movie, but Nadine comes in and she's beautiful. She's stunning, but she's so talented and she's funny. She's funny and it's subtle. And when you see this movie, all I'm gonna say is there's a Tarzan scene that is really it's my favorite scene. And I think I can
I
tell
told you that on the plane. You killed that. It's
I
just a
think
great
I can tell the truth in here. So we're shooting the movie. She's doing it.
Just in here.
It's just the
show-
17
bro,
of
we
us
would
sitting
never
in
do
the
this
front.
for
I've
any
been
other
doing
show
these, I've
but
been doing
yours.
these little morning news shows, and I feel like I gotta keep it PG. But there's nothing rated R about this. So we're doing this scene, and it's a little love scene thing. We finally make a connection. We're gonna see where it goes. So we're shooting this. Now there's a bathroom off the set to where the bedroom is, and so we do about 6 takes, and it's really her scene. So I got dialogue in it between her and I, but I'm really kind of I'm playing off of her and setting her up because it's her scene to do that thing that I know she can do. And it's crazy for me because I'm acting in it, but I'm also watching her as a friend and I'm watching her as a producer. And I'm not directing, but I'm basically saying my stuff, but watching her. Come on, Nadine, just do that. Like I want her to bring that
Basically,
thing.
turn me on right now.
I want her to just kill it because I know what this scene needs and I know she can do it. And so we did about 6 takes, and I looked at her and I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the director. I said, don't tell him nothing. Let's take a break and let's go rehearse. I said, and not that she wasn't doing her thing. She was right there. So I tell my assistant, I said, hey, do me a favor, go find a liquor store. I said, go get me a little thing of Patron. I said, bring it back. And I said, and we'll tell the director that we're just running the lines because we just want to tweak that chemistry. And so I got a little white cup. I poured a little something in there. I gave her a sip, and I put it in the bathroom off the set. And I said, don't tell the director. I said, just go freshen up your face like girls do. That cup will be right there, and take a little sip. And so now that was after 6 takes. Now what you see in the movie is take 8, 9, and 10.
Bananas.
And it's off the chain.
That's why
And
we
it's
love
her.
Patron.
That's why we love
Patron.
Patron.
You really brought this movie together. Are they a sponsor?
No. I'm just playing.
Thank you, Patron. Thank you, Patron.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
but no, she
No,
really
I
is.
have to say I was really shy about it because it was a sexy scene, but you won't believe it if I tell you because I do a lot of I think a lot of the work that I do most of the time they want me in like nothing, but I am really shy. I am a shy person, deep down, and so I'm self-conscious about my body and how it's gonna look, and I was feeling that, like, I was just really overly concerned about, like, you know, being this free in that scene.
When you're trying to act, it also must be
And
hard because one part is
acting
the acting, right? It's you're uncomfortable with yourself. Like if you guys were like, "Hey, get naked right now and do this interview,"
just
I'd be
takes
so
me
freaked
time.
out about
It's
how
not that
horrible
easy.
I would look that I wouldn't be able to even do the job. So that's complicated.
Yeah, but then as a woman too. Okay, so besides the acting, you getting your lines down and everything, I could imagine, and it depends on the chemistry you have with the other actors. Everything's different. So I could feel shy in front of one person. I could be completely free in front of the next one. So that has to be super challenging.
It's a lot, and then it's quiet, and everyone's just like watching.
It's like
You know, they're
30
really
people. It's
extra
30
watching
people
because
in
you're
the
like,
room, too.
have no.
I mean,
clue.
to her credit, I mean, most of the room is dudes, and Nadine is fine as all get out, and and everybody knows that, and so she's coming in, and we know she's gonna dress down, do a little something. But what she's
Right,
not
right,
telling
right.
you, she's making it sound like it's real sexy, and I don't want to give away too much, but it looks like it's gonna go that route in the movie. It looks like it's about to like, okay, what kind of movie we watching, right? You know,
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
anybody with daughters.
No, you can't.
Don't
you can't.
tell
You can't
them.
tell them.
But all I want to say is
It's a
what
great
she's saying
scene.
is she's saying she was self-conscious about showing her stuff, but it was more than that because she had to let that go, but she also had to bring the funny. So she had to bring the sexy, and then there was levels to the funny that she had to do, and the funny took a lot of just letting go type of commitment. And trust me, it's really one of my favorite scenes. And then they have
It's a pretty
their
awesome
banter when they join at each other is crazy. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about
fun.
Nadine. I have a question for you. This is a very
Yes.
important question.
Very
You're
important.
twice divorced. You're a
Yes.
young woman. At what point do you say, "All right, you know what, marriage, nah"?
Now,
Now you're done.
yeah, I don't need to get
You're
married.
not going to do it.
I don't need
Because the question I have is, we debate this all the time. Whenever we have people, and there are many people in the hip hop world we've seen who've been married a few times.
Right.
And what I always think is, what does your family do at the third wedding? Because the family showing up like, really? Like, I can't be here again for
Yo,
this.
I wore this stuff I wore last time, right?
exactly.
No, but you're not against settling down and maybe not
no,
the
no,
marriage,
no.
but living together.
Yes,
in a-
absolutely. I totally
in a
believe in
par-
commitment and
partnership.
Oh yeah, then from the
Domestic
relationship
partnership.
standpoint, it has no impact. My problem is literally just like, I'm not buying you a third gift.
Yeah, no. In fact, I'm in a relationship now. Things have turned around. I have bounced back.
You bounced that. Hold on.
Yeah, she's good.
So
She's
let's be
good.
clear. Also, you have a serial monogamy problem
Yes.
because the relationship you were talking about ending when you shot the movie was not even a divorce. That was a boyfriend, correct?
Yes,
And
but
now
that
you
was
have
a
a new
long
boyfriend. So I've only known
many
you for
years.
5 minutes, and I can account for 4 serious relationships.
Most of my relationships are serious. I don't do
just-
casual.
Okay,
very
so
well.
if it's all or nothing,
I really can't
I think
handle
we
that.
need to bring her in with the guru sometime, though. The real guru.
You're the guru. Aren't you the guru?
Yes.
Yeah, this
So you change.
Well, what
you
he's
change
saying
your
is
hat?
Shamar's a fraud, and
Shamar's
he's
a
the
fraud.
man. That's
An
what
actor, if you will.
Right. You really get in there.
I put
I'm
her
saying
in a-
what he said, bro.
He just want to chop it up and get the digits. I put her in a
No.
movie, and she's
Oh,
about to
shit.
kill it.
Oh, shit.
No, I just want to make her relationships work. Same thing I
Shamar
try to
was
do
like,
for
I
every
pay
Shamar. I'll
rent,
be you
you
too.
just wanna
Shamar, you
chop
single?
it up.
But it
Fuck
is a
going
relationship.
on?
But it is a relationship movie, and I think that it's the classic story told in our.
Nadine, were you trying to make
in
sure this
this
interview didn't
perspective.
derail just now? Is that what just
I'm just
happened?
bringing it back.
Clean it up.
Shamar,
We're
are you
cleaning
single?
it up.
Shamar, are you single?
I am single. Okay, but
We should talk.
to your point, look.
The guru should help.
Like about what?
We should talk. I want to help
He
him
may
out.
not want to be in a relationship.
No.
I think he's happy.
No, I'll
How do
take.
you know? Don't judge him because
Do
he's
you have a
beautiful.
do you have a problem with women?
Not at all. I love
No,
women.
he's fine.
I
He
love
doesn't
I
need
know
you
that
to
part.
bang
I know
chicks.
that problem.
No, look, they've
That's the problem.
been trying to call me gay my entire career.
Really?
My whole career, they've been trying to tell me gay.
I wish I was gay
And all
like
I-
Shemar Moore. That's how gay I want to be.
That's how gay you want to be.
Look, if I was Shemar Moore, I would be like you. Sexy, single,
Having fun.
mingling.
Yeah.
If you want to be in a relationship,
Never
you're
been
in
married,
it. If you're
Shamar?
not, you're
Never
not.
been
Like,
married,
how
but-
do you?
No kids. No
Yeah.
Do you want to be married,
But
or is that?
I was just listening to y'all, and so my mother will tell you, I'm going to be the oldest grandmother in the whole world. Can you stop practicing already and get it done? How come you can do it on TV, but you can't do it in real life?
Right.
And there's levels to it. One is I committed to my career, because all I wanted from when I was 23 years old and got in this game, I did not want any distractions. And even during my Playboy days, I went there and I had my fun. What was cool about being a Playboy is I didn't have to get too attached. You know what I mean? And I didn't disrespect. I'm not a hit it and quit it dude. Like if we went
wish
there,
I was.
if
What,
we
hit
went
it and
there,
quit it, dude?
Yes,
I know.
hit it, put it, girl.
you know, I mean, hit it and quit it. It frees you up, but you also lonely at the end of the day. But if I was hitting it, I was getting to know you. I was showing.
You were friends.
I was showing respect. I was raised by a hard-headed mama that you show respect. You keep it 100. You keep it honest. But I was all about the career, and that's part of why I left Criminal Minds recently. Is not just because I want to go to the next. Everybody wants to be a superstar, see their name up in lights. But what I'm looking for is I want to keep doing this for 30 years, but also want balance. I want fresh milk in my fridge. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to date somebody, because with the schedule, we were talking about it in the car.
16 hours a day.
Yeah,
bro.
what we do.
Every day.
Right? But now you all were talking about marriage. If marriage to me is more for the woman, but I'm down to giving her that fantasy and that party. But my thing is, I want a partner in crime. I want a homie. I want to ride or die. So if that's marriage, cool. But and monogamy, cool. So I want somebody. When I drive my whip and I look in the passenger seat and it's empty, it's like, yeah, you can feel it from time to time. But I want somebody who wants to take this ride with me, because I'm blessed, but I don't want to do it by myself. And then eventually I want some little rugrats running around going, daddy, daddy, daddy. Because look, I didn't grow up with my father. My father, I don't have a lot of good things to say. But because of that bullshit, I know it's going to be the best of me when I get that opportunity to do that. So for sure, I don't want to be the Black Hugh Hefner. I don't want to just be going through these.
That sounds pretty nice.
It's nice.
It does. It does.
Bro, you're locked down. You could be out there. You could be out here running around like a wild animal. You're not.
Ain't nobody got energy for all that. But I do want to ask, though, since we've gotten to more of the serious side, the personal side of things, how much, and Bill, you could talk about it, and Shemar, and you, Nadine, how much of your job, right, and the commitment to the craft of what you guys are trying to accomplish professionally gets in the way of relationship? Is it because we obviously, as people who watch celebrities, we watch relationships fall apart all the time.
Well, he's holding it down.
For me, I mean, I'm the only one that's married here. I've been married 15 years, and I got 2 kids, It's about balance, because I was single for a long time too, and I waited till I was ready, and I wanted to have my kids. I always wanted to be a dad at some point, you know what I'm saying? But what it is, it's like it's balanced. Like you said, when you're doing I did a 1 hour, I did a series. Like when you do a dramatic series, you're working all day, every day. You don't really have no time for your personal life. You're telling you the truth.
And your partner got to understand that's what you're going through.
My first year of marriage, I worked 17 hours a day. I'm a lead in a series on Fox. I'm in every scene. So you leave home at night. It's dark, you come home at night, right? So I was like, man, this is crazy. I think I need a sitcom, right? Because you don't have any balance. A sitcom is like dope because it's 9 to 5.
It's a job. You can treat it like an actual job.
But you can have personal time.
Right. The way a normal person has a 9 to 5.
Right. So like I knew getting my stripes in the game, I was like, when I want to have kids, I know I'm gonna need a certain type of job.
But your wife, excuse me, understood this?
Yeah.
Like how much strain was on the actual relationship at the time?
It wasn't a lot of a strain in the beginning because we didn't have our kids yet. We were just getting our new house. We were doing all the cool stuff. But then when we started when I had my daughter, I was like, yo, I don't want to miss being a dad. Like, yo. The whole 1 hour series is crazy for me. I can't do that. So the show got canceled. Thank you, Jesus. And then I was able to be a dad. That's why you all didn't see me like on everything for a minute, because I was like really focused with my kids. I was like, yo, this is fly. I was on MTV, I was doing the movies and all that.
How to be a player. And
I wanted to be a dad. So I took a little break, And that's why y'all didn't see I'm back now, because it's like, yo, I can do it. My kids are up. But I didn't want to be the dad that missed the whole joint. And my kids is like 14 and like, yo, what's your name, man? And
you, Shemar, from the beginning, you did the serious. You were in the soaps, and it was a longer day for you. So, acting, your job has been in the way of your relationship the whole time?
When I first got in the game, and I'm not bragging on nothing, I'm sure you can make all kinds of jokes. When I first got in the game, I was like a little kid in a candy store. I was like, yo, you going to put me on TV? I was 23 years old, just got out of college, broke as a joke, was living out here in New York City, trying to model. Nobody took my picture. I was working at the coffee shop at 14th and Union Square, making $240 a week. I had enough money to get on the subway one way, and then I would walk 60 blocks the other way. I'd work the graveyard shift. Then all of a sudden they say, you want to be on TV. And then 3 months into being on the soap opera, I meet Toni Braxton. She puts me in a video, right? So all of a sudden, and then after that, I met Leela Vachon. And then after that, I met Halle Berry. So in a very short period of time, my stardom my popularity went through the roof, but I had no credibility. I was just a dude on a soap opera. I was the new kid on the soap opera, whatever. But everybody knew my name because I was the dude in the Toni Braxton video. I was the dude hanging out with Leela Rashawn, Sunshine from Harlem Nights. Now I'm hanging out with HB, right?
That's Holly Berry.
Yes, HB.
He's a subtle.
Never heard that. Never heard that.
But on that front, I want to give you some perspective on that. So, like he was talking about, and then so the soap. I was young, man. I wasn't looking. I'm in Hollywood. Where the pretty girls at? Where the parties at? I mean, I can't wait to give me a whip with some 20s on it, and like I just was having fun. But then as I started going, so now I get on Criminal Minds, and like he was talking about. 11 years on this show, 10 months a year to do a full season, 8 days to do an episode, 12 to 16-hour days. Start at 4 in the morning, sometimes start at 5 in the afternoon, get done at 6 in the morning. So if you got a boo at home, I come home, she's asleep. I kiss her on the forehead, right? Yeah. Boom. I lay down, I kiss her on the cheek. I say I'll be back, right? So then maybe I see her for a day. Then on Saturday she wants to go do this and that. I'm tired, right? And then on Sunday I gotta be back in bed by 9 o'clock to start my day at 6 o'clock. All right. Now here's the other thing. So now I mentioned all these little superstars. I'm dating. So in our game, me and Nadine date hypothetically.
No, let's do a real one. Let's just talk about a real one you smash.
No. Okay. Well, no,
you want to hear about HB?
I just gave you.
Oh, those were all okay.
I just gave you 3
names.
Those
were all conquests. Close the deal.
Bad. Sorry,
you just let that go right by you.
I just assumed regular life. You worked with them or something.
You just wanted another name.
Yeah, I didn't know you actually meant that was. She was, yes. I moved on.
But what I'm saying is, so I date an actress, right? So I date an actress. She gets the game. She understands. What I got to do. I got to go to work. She got to go to work, right? And so that's cool. But now, life is good while you both winning. But if somebody starts to fall off, then maybe you say it, maybe you don't say it. But now you basically got to be somebody's therapist. You go, it's okay. So now you winning, but she's not, or vice versa. And so now you feeling inferior. And it's like, oh, it's all about you. So right. So now you feel like, okay, your world is too small. It's claustrophobic. So then you say, you know what? I need an ordinary life. You're like, I know I'm doing my thing, but I need to come home to somebody who's just ordinary.
Teacher, give me a teacher.
Right. And so then I flipped it and I tried to do that. But now you get somebody and like they don't understand the game. Now
that's hilarious to picture just a regular teacher be like, this is my boyfriend Shemar. How are you dating him?
Then she's insecure because she's just a teacher. And oh my God, you're with the Hollywood girls. It's a fucking
You know what? I think overall
of emotions.
I'm sure both of these guys can relate to this. It's timing too. It doesn't matter. It's timing, bro. You know what I mean?
No, listen. I'm the relationship guru right now.
Facts.
A relationship is based on consistency and work. It will never not be work. You have to put in the consistency. You got to put in the work, and then it's the commitment. What am I going to commit to the relationship? Yes, you're going to fall. This one's going to stray this way. Can this one pull this one back? This one's going to go. Can this one be pulled back? Is this one going to want to be pulled back? Like.
She's right. That is, you know what? I gotta tell you,
considering
she gets divorced for a living,
that is
she's the relationship guru.
That's guru talk. She dropped guru talk.
I mean, we need to close out right there. So bounce back, man. Bounce back.
December 9th.
Go check it out.
Hit my Instagram, ask me for questions.
Shemar and your team. This is the first movie that you put up your own money for.
Can I talk about this for a second?
Yeah, please.
Your person. It's up to you guys.
Okay, no, it's here's what's special about this movie. There's a couple things I want to hit. I learned from Tyler Perry about 12 years ago. I was in his first movie that got him started, called Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and he
film,
and
just
he had
small.
Okay, but Hollywood was not checking for him. He was Mr. Chitlin Circuit theater dude wearing a dress, doing what he was doing. But he knew his base. And so he came in with his own money, and then he partnered up with Lionsgate. So he got some studio love. All right, so he got it into 1,200, 1,400 screens, and would do his plays, show the trailer, the whole thing. But he basically showed that you can go the independent route. But what he had his Bible Belt base, okay? But what he didn't have that we have now is social media. And so, but because of my experience watching Tyler do that, when this script came back into my lap, I was like, okay, it's cool. And so I started just to shop it around. Me and my business partner. I was just going to be an actor in it. I just thought it was a cool little story. I knew I was getting ready to transition off of Criminal Minds. You know, I'm kicking down doors, being a badass, and so I was like, all right, let me just do something for the ladies. Let me just show a lighter color, just have some fun, right? But nobody,
lighter color, pun intended, pun intended.
nobody was responding. Nobody, was like, oh, it's a good idea. We'll get back to you. They don't. So I got all this lukewarm stuff. So then I was sitting in my driveway in my car, and my lawyer was saying, you got 2 weeks to make this happen because we were trying to get bonding, getting the money, getting the funding, the whole thing, and you got 2 weeks to make this happen. Or it's not going to happen. I was like, you know what? I've been working for a long time. I got a couple nickels in my pocket. I said, I need a little help, but let me see if I can do this. So that bought me a little more time. So then I learned about, and me and my business partner kickstarted Indiegogo. So this movie was made by me and with the help of my fans. And so I call my fans my homies, my fans, and my baby girls. Right. And my baby girl nation. And when I tell you how loyal they are, they showed it. So in just a little over.
Wait a minute. He's talking about Baby Girl Nation.
I can't talk about Baby Girl Nation.
Why? They helped him raise money.
A lot of
for the
people
film.
don't know this too, that for the Indiegogo campaign, if you have certain reward things, if you donate $50, you got a dick pic sent to you by Shemar Moore, and you don't have no. It was
with
like Bernie Sanders.
Smiley face, like
Bernie Sanders, the amount of $50 donations.
2 dots for eyes, right?
No.
2 dots.
I will send them. I will send them the abs, but I don't send them dick.
Okay,
but here's the end of it. $630,000 raised by the fans, and what that did is not because I needed the money. It showed Hollywood, and it showed me that there was a demand. And it showed me my fan base was loyal. They were going to ride with me. So I went and got the rest of the money, and no studio to this day, no studio, no distribution company. Okay, so it's my production company, Ankle Socks and Baseball Pants. We're distributing independently to AMC and Regency, and we're basically doing a partnership with them and buying theaters. So we're starting out at like 650 theaters. We're doing all this press. We've been running all over Miami, Chicago, Dallas. Here we're going to Atlanta. I'm doing it in LA, and this is just grassroots social media. Support your baby boy, and I needed some help.
Yo, calm down,
So I
man.
got
You've been
these
punking
guys.
me for 20 years, man. Chill out, man.
I want you to do it too, boss.
It's time.
Make your
That's
movie.
amazing, man. Congratulations.
So if this movie wins, it's not. We're gonna win, but if this movie wins, that means a lot of other people out there have the potential of winning. That's why it's bigger than this. And Naja Alea, who plays my
super
daughter,
exciting.
diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Doing everything we can to raise money to help her pay her bills. She's 15 years old. She was 13 when she shot the movie. Her mother says, talking to the doctor, she's in the 85th percentile of being able to win. But what her predicament has done, me, Bill, Nadine, we're doing everything to raise money, raise awareness. But now we're working with Children's Miracle Network. So me, Nadine, Bill, we going around saying hello to kids in hospitals around the country. And man, and it's humbling. It's inspiring, man. It's like, yeah, we're flossy, we're in Hollywood and all that, but then there's real life. And so the bounce back. What I do on my social media is I have the whole baby girl thing, but now I also have your bounce back story of the day. So we got kids, we got people who have bounced back from cancer, illness. We got people who bounced back from bad relationships, losing their jobs.
I bounce back.
So it's taken on this world. So yeah, it's a cool movie, December 9th. But what it represents is something bigger. So when a movie comes and goes, I'm still gonna be fighting, trying to help cancer. My mother got multiple sclerosis, so that's what Baby Girl's really all about. It was about giving my mother a hug, but it was also a way for me to flirt and have a good time with my fans. And so that's what Baby Girl Nation is, and the Baby Girl.
My brother has MS, so I know the struggle.
So it's cool. So anyway.
Yo, give it up. Bill Bellamy.
Thank y'all, man.
Shamar Moore. Nadine Velasquez.
Thank you guys. December 9th.
Yeah.
Yo, give it up. December 9th. Bounce back. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Respect.
Respect.